Well, hello there, all you beautiful, wonderful people. It is I, Matt from Geekstalgia, here once again doing what we do best, opening toys, action figures, anything that needs opening. And today on the channel we're opening up something new. It is something that's based on one of my favourite film franchises of all time, Indiana Jones. It's Hasbro's new adventure series. It's Indiana Jones based on his appearance in the first movie, Raiders of the Lost Ark. I'm very, very excited to add this to my collection, so let's not waste any more time. Let's free him from this fully cardboard prison and see what figure of goodness is inside. And so here we are, guys, at the table with our Indiana Jones figure from Hasbro's new adventure series, based on his appearance in my second favourite Indiana Jones film, Raiders of the Lost Ark. Let's take a closer look at the box before we tear it all open, recycle it, and get that figure of goodness inside. So on the front, we have the iconic Indiana Jones logo. We've got Adventure Series, we've got a portrait of the figure. There is a build and artifact, which is the Ark from Raiders of the Lost Ark. At the bottom, we have Indiana Jones, Raiders of the Lost Ark, the various warnings, choking hazards, don't put it in your mouth, you know all this stuff by now. Plastic-free packaging, which I know people still aren't a fan of, but I still quite like. On the side, we have portraits of the other figures available in the line and what parts come with it to build the Ark of the Covenant. On the back of the box, we have the same portraits on the front of the figure in action. We've got the build and artifact at the top, various other warnings in languages and logos of companies and copyrights and all that legal stuff. We have the figure and his accessories that are in the box as well. And on the other side, we have some iconic portraits of Mr. Jones in action from Raiders. So that's the box. Let's not waste any more time. Let's tear it open and get that figure of goodness inside, shall we? And so he's finally free from his cardboard prison, but as you know by now, before we take a closer look at the figure, we do take a closer look at the accessories, and in this video is no different. So first we have the idol from the beginning of Raiders of the Lost Ark, where he picks it up, replaces it with a bag of sand, and it causes the temple to fall apart and the boulder to chase him. Spoiler warning if you've not seen Raiders of the Lost Ark, but it is nearly a full, how old is it? It's like 40 years old, the film now, isn't it? So if you've not seen it by now, what are you doing with your life? Go and watch Raiders of the Lost Ark now, please. We have the top decoration to the Ark of the Covenant. I doubt I will be buying any of the other figures in the line. I just wanted Indy, but I'll hold on to those just in case I do ever get the other figures and build the Ark. We have 4 extra hands. We have a closed fist punchy hand. We have a left sort of open grippy hand. We have a whip grippy hand for the right arm. And we have another closed fist punchy hand for the left arm. We have 2 whips for Dr. Jones. We have one coiled up whip to hang on his belt. And we have one whip for action poses. And what is Dr. Jones without his trusty 6-shooter for when he needs it the most? So those are the accessories. Let's bring the figure closer and get a better look at him. Now for a £25 figure, I'm going to say it's a pretty decent likeness to the iconic Harrison Ford. I'm not going to say it's completely photorealistic, spot on likeness, but from some angles it's okay. From some angles it's very good. From other angles, not so much. But you can still tell it is Harrison Ford. We've got the classic fedora, we've got his leather jacket, the shirt, we've got his trusty bag, holster for his gun, place to hang his whip, some nice sort of texturing and weathering on the jacket itself. Paintwork looks really, really good. Yeah, pretty impressed so far. Let's take a closer look at his articulation. Head goes about that far up, head goes about that far down. Head does indeed rotate all the way around. Arms don't really go that far up. Don't even get close to sort of T-pose. They do get pretty stiff. I mean, the closer you get to it is by rotating the shoulder so it goes out for a Y pose. But I mean, this left shoulder in particular, really, really stiff. No rotation on the top of the arm. A single elbow joint. Wrists go up. Wrists don't really go down, but the wristies do indeed do the twisty. There is no ab crunch, but there is a sort of crunch at the waist. We've got a ball joint in there as well. So he goes about that far forward, goes about that far back, and the waist twist does go all the way around. Legs go about that far out, legs go that far forward, legs go that far back. We do have a rotation at the top of the hip, and a single pinless knee joint. Ankles don't really go up, ankles go down, and ankles go all the way around. And just like it says on the back of the box, he does clock in about 6.5 inches tall. Now, final thoughts on this figure. I am a huge, massive Indiana Jones fan. I adore the franchise. I even like Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. That's how much I like it. And when it was announced Hasbro were making their own line of figures, I was very, very excited. And that excitement has paid off. I really, really like it. Now, yes, the lightness at certain angles is not perfect. At some angles, it's not great. And some angles, it's very, very good. But I really, really like it. Like I said, I'm a huge Indiana Jones fan. The only sort of criticism I have is on, especially this joint at the shoulder here for going up. It doesn't really go up at all. I don't know if I've got like a bad joint there, or if all the figures do that. But other than that joint, I really, really like it. I will give him a solid, for a £25 figure. I know prices are going up for figures, but for a £25 figure, I'm very, very happy. I will give him a solid 8.5 out of 10. I really, really like it. 8.5 out of 10. I think he's fantastic, and he will make a fine addition to my ever-growing collection. And so that was the Indiana Jones figure from Hasbro's Adventure Series, opened up, ready to join the ever-expanding collection of action figures. Over there, over there. Gonna be some over there as well at some point, I'd imagine. But what do you think of the figure? Are you an Indiana Jones fan? If you are, let us know what your favorite Indiana Jones film is in the comments below. While you're down there, if you want to do wonderful YouTube stuff, like, share, subscribe, all that fantastic stuff I'm supposed to remind you to do. It's always massively appreciated when you do it. But until the next one, if it's going to be another toy unboxing, film review, whatever it may be, thank you for watching. Take care of yourselves, take care of your fellow humans, and I hope to see you all again soon.